The riding arena. You will learn about the riding arena and see riders complete 20-metre circles and a 3-loop serpentine. You will have a virtual ride on Leo and see what it looks like to perform the exercises on a horse. We hope you enjoy the video. Riding arenas are good. They protect you from the weather and provide sure footing for the horses. An average size arena is 40 metres by 20 metres. Dressage arenas can be 60 metres by 20 metres and show jumping arenas a lot larger. There are various exercises you can do in a riding arena. Today we're going to look at riding 20-metre circles and a 3-loop serpentine. Please be safe around gates. It's very important to be safe around gates. Horses and riders can suffer nasty injuries on the fittings of gates. Be sure to keep gates shut and locked all the time. When going through a gate, open it very wide and either push some dirt against the gate to hold it open, or if it's a windy day, put a bollard or a tyre there to hold it open. Arena markers. The letters placed around the outside of the arena are called arena markers. There is a little rhyme to remember the order of the markers. The rhyme is, all King Edward's horses can manage big fences. The first letter from each of these words indicates an arena marker. So why do we have arena markers? The riding arena for the horse is like the gymnasium for us. Riding school movements helps to develop the horse physically and helps us to improve our aids to the horse so that we become more attuned to each other. Having letters or markers strategically placed in the arena gives us a focus and guides our school movements. Left rein, right rein. What this means. When you ride around the arena to the left, this is described as being on the left rein. When you ride around the arena to the right, this is described as being on the right rein. Going large. Riding all the way around the outside of the arena. Let's look at where the arena markers are as we watch the rider going large. This is a school term meaning that the rider is riding on the outside track, i.e. following the fence all the way around the outside of the arena. This rider is riding in a 40 metre by 20 metre arena. She's approaching the letter A, which is halfway along the short side of the arena. So the letter A is 10 metres away from the corners. When riding around the arena, ride a straight line, then go well into the corner before turning and riding another straight line. The rider is riding around the corner, approaching the long side of the arena, and now she's going to stop at the letter K, which is situated 6 metres away from the corner of the arena. The rider is riding now towards the letter E. The letter E is halfway down the long side of the arena, so in this case it's 20 metres away from the corners. When riding in the arena, it's important to try and keep the horse on the track, 2 or 3 feet away from the fence. The rider has now stopped at the letter H, which is 6 metres away from this corner. The rider is riding around the corner, is approaching the letter C, which is in the centre of the short side of the arena. From here you can just see the letter M, which again is 6 metres away from the corner of the arena. When riding around the arena, try and get the horse to go as far into the corners as you can, so you're riding a sort of rectangle with rounded corners. Here the rider is approaching the letter B, which is halfway along the long side. The rider is continuing to walk down the arena, approaching the letter F. F is 6 metres away from the corner. F is the last letter. School movements. There are lots of exercises that you can ride in the arena. Riding these school movements helps you to focus, and this helps to get the horse to go exactly where you want him to go. It improves your accuracy and your application of the aids, and it's fun. Be happy. Always remember that your riding should be fun. Do not be too hung up about being perfect. None of us are. But we keep practicing and just being happy with ourselves and our horse. Stress ruins riders' happiness and the happiness of the horse. Be happy. Enjoy your horse and learning to ride him. Horses are very forgiving of our mistakes. That is one of the things that makes them so wonderful. Ride a 20-metre circle from A. Riding a circle is harder than it sounds. It may look easy when done well like this rider is doing, but it's a challenge to imagine where the circle actually is and then keep the horse on this imaginary line. It's fun to try and get it right. Riding circles helps to balance and supple the horse. Here the rider is approaching A. This rider has quite short stirrups, which encourage her lower leg to be a little bit too far back sometimes. Notice how well this rider moves, or allows her body to move, with the horse. You'll notice that she's immediately started to turn. She's come off the track and she's going to try and maintain the circle. The rider is using her inside, right leg to keep the horse on the track. It would be more correct if her leg was nearer the girth, more forward. For detailed instruction on a rider's position at the halt, walk and turning, please see video 1. Here she is just touching the track for 3 or 4 strides. You can see the bend in the horse, and the rider continues the imaginary circle, crossing the centre of the arena at a point that we call X. Here the rider is at the letter X. Notice how both horse and rider are looking around the bend. The rider's tummy is turned where she is going, her outside left hand is against the neck, and her outside left leg is back. Here the rider is continuing the circle, just touching the track for 3 or 4 strides. And then continuing the circle and the bend all the way back to the letter A. When she gets to the letter A, she will then continue straight on and go deep into the next corner. Ride diagonally across the arena KXM in walk. Here you can see the rider approaching the letter K. She's ridden deep into the corner and she's looking across the arena at the letter M. Here she's now turning, still looking at the letter M across the arena, and now she's straightening the horse up. It's important when you are riding to look where you are going. Here the rider is looking straight ahead at the next letter. Here the rider is in the middle of the arena at the letter X. The rider is now walking on to the letter M, which you can just see here, and she'll try to send the horse right into the corner. You can see how the horse is going well into the corner. And here the horse is straightening up. Ride a 20-metre circle from E in walk. Here the rider has approached the letter E and has now commenced a 20-metre circle. The rider has to imagine where the circumference of the 20-metre circle is. X is the centre of the circle. The circumference of the circle is 10 metres away from X. When first starting out with school movements, it helps to walk the arena on foot and sprinkle some sawdust or flour on the floor of the arena that you can then follow with your horse. It's important when doing these exercises to visualize the circle. Here the rider is approaching the letter B. She'll touch the track at the letter B for 3 or 4 strides and then continue on with her circle. Look at the bend in the horse. The rider is riding a nice circle. She's crossing the track in the middle of the arena, halfway between the letter X in the centre of the arena and the letter C. Here the rider is approaching the letter E, and she's just touching the track at the letter E after completing a nice circle. Now the rider is going straight down the arena, and you can see how deep into the corner she has gone now she's finished her circle. Ride a 3-loop serpentine from A. The rider starts to ride the 3-loop serpentine. She will ride 3 loops across the arena before coming back onto the track. Here is the start of her first loop. She turns and walks across the arena a third of the way up the arena, and she walks across the arena parallel to the fence. Here she is, parallel to the fence. Now she is going to start to commence her second loop. So she will make a nice curve, touching the track for just 2 or 3 paces, and then turning. Here she is, preparing for the turn. And then turn across the track 2/3 of the way down the arena. So the first line was a third of the way down the arena. This second line is 2/3 of the way down the arena, walking parallel to the fence, and now she begins her third and last loop. Here you can see the horse turning. She continues the turn. She doesn't go into the corner because she's still turning the loop, and she finishes the 3-loop serpentine at C. Ride a 20-metre circle from E. The rider is approaching E and is ready to commence her 20-metre circle, which is 10 metres away from X. The horse is now crossing the centre line. The horse crosses the centre line halfway between X and C. The horse continues the bend, walking on nicely. The horse touches the track for 2 or 3 strides at the letter B. The horse crosses the centre line halfway between X and A, and then continues the circle. The rider has allowed her leg to come too far back. This inside leg should be forward near the girth and the heel down as much as possible. We will cover the aids more thoroughly next week in part 3. Watch these young riders ride a 20-metre circle from C. The rider is sitting up nice and straight and the pony is walking forward freely. To be even better, the rider's hands should turn so that the thumbs are on top and toes forward, heels down. There is a track to moving haylage bales and the pony shies a little from it. The rider stays calm and quiet. Good riding. This young horse also shies from the tractor. The young rider stayed calm and quiet to steady the horse. Good riding. Watch as 5 young riders ride a 3-loop serpentine from A. This young rider rides a 20-metre circle from E. Have a virtual horse ride on Leo. Now it's your turn to ride. You have watched Leo being groomed and riders performing school movements. Now you will enjoy a virtual ride on Leo in the arena and perform school movements courtesy of my hat cam. I hope you enjoy the ride. Let's go! Now we are going to go large, riding around the outside of the arena from C all the way back to the letter C again. We have been riding on the right rein. We are back at C. We are now going to change the rein. This means we are going to ride the other way around the arena on the left rein. We are going to ride across the diagonal MXK. Notice the letter E on the right hand side. As you cross the centre of the arena, you will be at the letter X, which is midway between E and B and A and C. We are at A on the left rein. We are going to change the rein again by going across the diagonal F, X, H. Then we will be on the right rein. Notice that we ride straight lines and go into the corners before turning and riding another straight line. We are at C on the right rein. We are starting a 20-metre circle from C. Notice the bend in the horse and how far away from the corner we are. We are touching the track 10 metres from the corner and then continuing the bend through X. We are passing through X in the centre of the arena. Notice where E is. We are touching the track 10 metres from the corner. We will continue the bend and complete the circle at C. Notice how we ride into the corner. We could go further into the corner if the jump wings were not there. We are at B. We are going to ride a 20-metre circle from B on the right rein. Notice the right eye of the horse. If the horse is bending correctly, you should see his right eye. We are at E. X is in the centre of the arena, 10 metres to our right. We have to maintain a distance of 10 metres from X to complete a perfect circle. Enjoy riding a 20-metre circle from A. Enjoy riding a 20-metre circle on the left rein at E. Notice the horse's left eye. If the horse is bending correctly, you will see his left eye. The horse must keep 10 metres from X to ensure a perfect circle. Enjoy riding a 3-loop serpentine, starting on the left rein from A and ending at C.